Hey everyone, Veda here. Hope you guys are doing fabulous. Happy Monday, December 1st, 2025. Wow, you are entering into a new timeline of prosperity. We keep seeing this card, so that's amazing. Keep doing what you're doing. Someone knows that they can't always be happy, but they can always be grateful. I feel like you're teaching someone how to be grateful. Someone who is easily offended by everything. They're observing you. This person could resent your confidence, or maybe they're learning to respect your confidence. I say that because the card fell on the floor. So someone that previously resented your confidence, they're learning from your confidence. Okay, so you are indeed teaching someone. Somebody could be a Pisces. You could be investing in real estate. Let's get a couple more cards. The real estate could have to do with the prosperity. There is someone here that is married for money. They're still broke. So finances are an issue for someone, a couple, a married couple. These could be friends of yours. This could be an ex-spouse who's remarried. Someone is resentful. Only those who speak the truth will survive this next test. Your next level of transformation will not be televised. So we have the word next showing up twice. Someone is anticipating what you'll do next, or they don't know what you're going to do next. Okay, so let's clarify. You're entering into a new timeline of prosperity. There's someone that you've disconnected from that's married or remarried, and they did it solely for financial windfall that didn't come. So someone anticipated something, but it didn't come. It didn't happen. I just saw the High Priestess. She went back in. Okay. We have the moon here landing under you can't always be happy, but you can always be grateful. So something about your dreams, overcoming some fears. So for anyone that's been going through a difficult time or that's moving into a new timeline of prosperity, but there's always things on the sidelines that we have to address. So someone is addressing their fears or recognizing what makes them anxious. Someone could be growing anxious about you. You are entering into a new timeline. Okay, and now we have Ten of Cups. So Ten of Cups and the moon. Happiness, family. So this could involve family. Some of you could be starting a new family. Traveling with family with the Three of Wands. We also have the Seven of Cups. So there is confusion about a new beginning for someone. This could be this person here that married for money, still broke. They see that you're happy, that you're moving on. They could be trying to figure out how can they get out of this. They resent your confidence. Two paths. So this is moving away from someone, planning a different path. Something is happening suddenly. Married for money, still broke. For some, this is specific, but let's just say, for example, you have a friend. They're married, they're miserable, they're having financial problems. Maybe you were in a relationship and it wasn't really going that great. You decided to move away because you knew that's what would be best for you. This external energy, that's why they resented your confidence, because you chose yourself over a situation that wasn't meant for you any longer. Okay, and now they're learning. So somebody is indeed learning from the way that you move, how you do make choices that aren't always easy, but do end up benefiting you and working out on your behalf. Married for money, still broke. Six of Wands, and the Two of Cups. So recognition, love, Eight of Swords at the bottom. So yeah, there is someone that, I don't know, they don't look at all the facts. So there's someone here that doesn't look at all the facts. This could be somebody that just loves the idea of love, but then they don't necessarily know how to commit or something like that. You're moving on. You could be moving into a Two of Cups relationship. There's victory here. There's this immense happiness, tranquility, having to do with this new timeline of prosperity. And you are someone that continues to speak your truth. Someone feels like they can't survive, that they're underwater. They don't know what to do next. Only those who speak the truth. So something about speaking the truth. We have Death and Devil coming out in the reverse. So there's someone that does not have the same abilities that you have when it even comes to cutting losses. So for some of you, if this isn't a relationship, it could be a business, it could be an investment. Something might not have been working in your favor. You cut your losses. You allowed yourself to move forward, to start over, to tweak or whatever, to do what you needed to do to succeed with the Six of Wands here. And then we have the Devil also, imbalance, self-indulgence. So those that continue to lie, fabricate stories, this is a position that they will indeed languish in. With these two cards, Major Arcana is coming out in the reverse. So I do feel like there is a major test. There's a split even within the collective or the time, collective consciousness, the timeline, something about a time frame. There's a definite split here, above, below, okay? So it's going to be an interesting, the future is interesting. The way things are beginning to unfold, I feel like we haven't seen anything yet. Okay, we haven't seen anything yet. And maybe, okay, now we got the Knight of Wands and the Six of Cups. So most certainly people from your past that were still doing weird shit, they're still doing their whatever I just said. They haven't changed. Someone hasn't changed, or there's a large group segment that hasn't changed, and they're just going to continue to remain stuck. Something about saying your piece. Let's get another card for this Ten of Cups. Oh, way too many. Let's try this again. That's a lot. Knight of Wands, Six of Cups, Queen of Cups, Page of Swords, and the Emperor. So your new timeline of prosperity, something was delayed. There's an Emperor here, stable structure, happiness, stability. Patience is required. Something about your goodwill, your good nature, not being too hasty, taking your time, not giving up. We're just going to put these here. I was inclined to put these cards back, but the Knight of Wands and the Six of Cups showed up already, so that's significant. I'm going to come back around. Here's the Ten of Swords at the bottom. So there's something going on between an Emperor and a Queen of Cups here. These cards are under the Ten of Cups. The Knight of Wands is under the Emperor. So this could be like the player card. Six of Cups. We've got the Six of Wands over here with the Two of Cups. Six of Cups, Two of Cups is Eight of Cups. Yeah, you've definitely moved away from something, someone. knowing that it was not going to result in, and no one was going to be happy initially by whatever decision this was that someone decided to make to break free. And someone is absolutely anxious, but that's not stopping them from moving. Okay, let's see why the moon is here. Yeah, 3 of Swords, 7 of Coin, 9 of Wands, 7 of Swords, and the Queen of Pentacles. Oof, goodness, I just got a chill. Yeah, this is definitely a marital breakup in some cases, and it has to do with a third party. If it's not a third party, it's another person. Very scandalous energy, deceptive, a lot of tricks, but whatever this is, you've managed to extract yourself, even though it hurt, and it could still hurt. And you're protecting what you have, and you're building. And there's something that you've already built that you didn't think was going to blossom, but it is. It's just taking more time. So there's something that's taking more time. And whatever it is that you moved away from, if you've had doubts, have no doubt, because as we see here, you've passed this test already, because you didn't even just speak your truth. You acknowledged your truth within yourself, choosing yourself. Ooh, okay. Empress here at the bottom, followed by 4 of Wands and the 10 of Swords and the 9 of Cups. So, yeah, you're definitely being seen as an Empress energy, very balanced, refined, happy through the chaos. This is chaotic energy. This moon here, this 3 of Swords. You can't always be happy, but you can always be grateful. There's a lot left to conquer, even with this 9 of Wands here. Something is ongoing. It's tiring, but you're still in the game. Okay, 2 of Wands. Now the Empress is coming out with the 4 of Wands. Why is this happening? Okay, so here it is. This is High Priestess at the bottom. Okay, so these 4 cards that I was kind of reading have fallen out on top of the 7 of Swords and the 9 of Wands. Okay, but remember, we already have the 3 of Swords out here with the 7 of Swords giving us this 10 of Swords. So again, this goes back to the beginning of the reading, where there is someone here that once resented your confidence, but you're teaching this person something, because you sacrifice your happiness, or what you might have thought was happiness, to pursue your true mission. It took confidence, it took guts. There was absolutely betrayal here, backstabbing, a lot of pain, but you have landed on your feet. You're this High Priestess, you're this Empress, and there's someone here just wishing that they had your strength. Ooh, man. Yeah, you're very sincere, magnetic. Someone could be dreaming a lot about you. You shifted, something else did not shift. So you knew something wasn't going to change with the High Priestess, and you made the necessary, you shifted. Like, this could even be, as an example, I'm not really getting that this is a workplace situation for many, but it could be. Let's just say you were at a job, a career or whatever, and everything looks good. Everybody's getting paid, getting their days off, whatever. But there's something that's telling you, you know what, something's not right. I'm going to prepare for something different. Even though I've been here 20, 30 years, whatever, I'm going to make my move now. And others just had blinders on, whatever. You made your move. Everybody else got left behind. They didn't acknowledge the truth. So see, it's not even just about speaking the truth. It's acknowledging the truth. It's acknowledging those things happening around us that we just don't really want to see, because we know to save ourselves, that kind of sounds dramatic, but to save ourselves, we're going to have to take action. And sometimes taking action means doing things very different from what we're accustomed to doing. But whoever you are, you've always had the confidence, the will, and the connection with the divine to move, to shift. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. I don't think I'm articulating myself all that well, but I'm still under the weather. Regardless, okay? And I guess that also is this 9 of Wands here. Whatever sort of move this was that's got you in this timeline, this new timeline, it wasn't easy. It was hard. Could have been the hardest thing you've ever had to do, or you will have to do in this life. But you did it, you're doing it. 2 of Wands. Successfully with the 6 of Wands. 4 of Cups. Yeah. This is somebody that this is someone that you could have tried to help, but everything that you say to this person, they're offended by it. So for some of you, this is someone that you were their last, you could have been their last option, and they exhausted you to the point where you're like, you know what, you're on your own. You're on your own. And now this person is still refusing to do anything. Jeez Louise, 10 of Swords. This betrayal, backstabbing is very heavy in this reading. Someone definitely stepped out in a marriage. And maybe this is something that they've done repeatedly, but the spouse never left. Only this time, someone left. 5 of Swords, clarifying the 6 of Wands and the 2 of Cups. So yeah, defeatist energy here. Temperance, 7 of Wands, 8 of Cups. You're just going to keep moving. Some of you are headed into more conflict. But it doesn't matter because you're the star. And then we got the Hangman and the 8 of Swords, followed by the Empress again and the Page of Cups. So yeah, this has to do with some sort of abandonment. When you were like down and out, there were people that could have helped you maybe, but they enjoyed watching you suffer. And maybe they thought that you were going to suffer for a long time, and that's not what happened. There is conflict here. You keep moving forward. I mean, you can't carry this weight. Whatever weight this is, it's very heavy. Why should you carry this person's weight? Death and the Devil in the reverse. Oh, good Lord. Judgment, y'all, in the upright. And then we have Lovers. Knight of Cups, Queen of Wands, Magician. These people, whatever they've been doing, they have played themselves. This is so bad. This is so bad. Ugh. Somebody could be in London. Here we go with this again. Island, Trophy Wife. So there's a major timeline collapse here. There's calamity. Emperor, Page of Swords, Queen of Cups. Delayed trial. So there has been a trial that's been delayed, so somebody could already have been indicted. This Emperor, Knight of Wands. Adult toddler landing over here with the 7 of coin and the 2 of wands. So someone, again, this is beyond immaturity though. This is like delayed emotional development. Psychotic break. Queen of Cups. So yeah, hiding at preferences. So this is a family. There's a lot of secrets that are coming out. Someone's losing their mind. Explosives in the reverse. So whatever this is, it's an explosion that's already happened. Something is beginning to see the light of day. You are special, landing on Knight of Wands. Astral witchcraft, landing on the 7 of coin. Grifters is on the floor. So these are a bunch of grifters here. People, power, authority, or they thought they had power and authority over you. Could have been saying you were nothing special, but now they realize that, or they don't realize. So there's someone that doesn't realize anything. They're getting caught, okay? London, stash house. I am worn out from groaning all night long. I fled my bed with weeping and drenched my cheeks with tears. Karmic femme feels used and depleted. She brought a lie and stole the truth. Okay, so when I cut the deck, remember we've got this here. And now we've got this here. So, and we have latest big news story is a false flag. So, this is some sort of takedown of a cult, but there's many of these cults here. One in particular is being broken up, taken down. The truth is coming out. They're still covering something up. There's a mass exodus of energy here for sure. Delayed emotional development, delayed trial, psychotic break. Someone is broken, Ponzi scheme, ex-wife, Virginia, Sweden. If they hit you once, they will hit you again. You have no protection if you go back to this person. Somebody went back. They've lost their protection. All right, we also have, all right, what the heck, man? E-Island, trophy wife. And we have artificial intelligence, energy harvesting, 3 strikes, human trafficking. So, this E-Island, when people are talking about it, they're talking about this here, right? The trafficking and it having to do with all this sex stuff. But no, this is something quite different. This has to do with energy harvesting, organs, cloning, all kind of stuff. I know the reading's going crazy. But there's something that's about to come out. And I know that because of this Virginia card. Something could be going down in Virginia, the region, but this does feel like a person. Texas. So something with Sweden, Texas, and Virginia. South Africa, God is in control, and massive layoffs, a stolen inheritance, you're staying classy, above the fray, mass exodus. mind games failed. So, yeah, I'm still under the weather, and I debated coming on today. But this has to do with a lot of what people are debating, talking about when it comes to certain regions in the U.S., certain regions outside of the U.S. with this Sweden here. There's a massive takeover with this astro witchcraft. A lot of people, they're just not going to survive it because they can't, they're under judgment here. Oh. Yeah, this is bad. Explosive Ponzi scheme, global governance, or global global corporate governance. Okay. Yeah, that went left. Oh man. Final messages for the collective, please and thank you. Prioritize. So yeah, it's very important to continue staying focused on your highest priorities and to not get distracted by this story and that story, because that's what they are. They're distractions to keep people in a state of fear, panic, bringing it down several notches. Some of you indeed have some very hateful, jealous energies that just remain focused on you, and they resent that you left, and now they're stuck, and they know that they're not going to make it for sure. Okay, let's get one more of these. Yeah, overcoming difficulties. Hello from heaven. Archangel Jeremiah, the worst is now behind you, and you are surmounting any previous challenges. And your loved ones in heaven are doing fine. So yeah, just keep being your strong, ferocious, magnificent self. Pay attention, obviously, but yeah, pay attention, and that's kind of just, I don't know how to take in the information without coming to any solid conclusions. You know, just be watchful, mindful, and everything will fall into place. All the answers that you seek will fall into place. And they fall into place a lot easier when you don't have any sort of preconceived notion as to what something is, because we are dealing with a lot of trickery, fakery, and cults. These are cult behaviors here. So that's it, you all. Thank you so much. I'll see you soon.